Welcome back. As we went to break, we were in the middle of the brawl in the back with 13 and Tony, and it's been back and forth until now, so Tony's got the advantage, so we'll get right back into it. Tony come back with the right hands, elbow to the throat, 13 trying to defend his title, and 13 can just throw Tony into more as much as he can find to take him out. And hits the DDT. 13, punch the face, and oh, he's a hit the impaler! And that's it! 13 wins by KO! Again! 13 is showing his dominance with the TV title. Good God almighty, ladies and gentlemen. 13 on a roll. It seems that nobody can stop him. So our cameras are heading back to the ring now. I believe we have the challenger to acknowledge Nathan's challenge. So let's just see who we got. Sure, Nathan, I'll take you on. You'll be the first to get these hands. The bully Jack Hackman is throwing out and he's going to challenge Nathan Whiteside. Not sure how smart that is. But, yeah, Bullman's kind of new guy. He's going right after the big dog, apparently, and wants to show him these hands. And yes, we know that Hackman has an MMA background, but how good of a wrestler he is. So, but up next, we have a fantastic final qualifying match for the last spot in our championship ladder match for the FSCW Women's title. It's going to pin Beth versus Breezeman in a submission match. Beth Myers, the self-proclaimed bar brawler, is taking on Breezeman in a submission match. So Beth has got a big meal on her plate, being the former FSCW Women's title holder, Donna Breezeman. So we have the military-trained Breezeman, the field medic Breezeman, taking on the bar brawler Beth Myers. who went from healing people to hurting people. So, some say that's because PTSD, others think it was just sick of one thing or another, but Breezeman has flipped the script and knows how to hurt people and then repair the work that she does. So, it's going to be interesting to see these two go at it. So, Breezeman versus Myers. Submission match. Elbow to the head on Breezeman right out the gate. Breezeman kicks to the midsection, goes to the headlock. Headbutt to the chest, and then just throws Beth across the way. Beth Myers kicks to the midsection, goes to the wrist lock. Breezeman's going to counter to the waist lock, standing switch. Beth goes to the other far corner. Breezeman walks up to her and hits the springboard, the cartwheel springboard back elbow. Big left hook to the right punch to the waist lock. And Russian leg sweep. Breezeman picks up Beth. Breezeman to the headlock. Gonna throw Beth back into the corner. And damn, what a big chop that was. And that was straight across the face. Good God, Breezeman just slapped the bat shit out of Breezeman in the face with that shot to Beth. And just getting tossed around like a rag doll right now. Breezeman kicks the midsection, goes to the wrist lock. Breezeman gonna go throw Beth into the corner and goes for another chop from hell, but Beth is gonna counter it with a shoulder thrust. And Beth gonna tie her up into the trio. Whoa! And gonna put that boot right to the face of Breezeman. Beth, big right hand sends Breezeman rolling. With two shots, sends Breezeman reeling over the top rope. Hits a missile drop kick with nobody home. Beth gonna come out and kick to the midsection, goes to the headlock. Beth gonna throw Breezeman into the barricade. Beth gonna hit a headbutt, because no, that never helps. Drops the elbow to the knee. Beth coming out with the right hand, but Breezeman's gonna counter it with some punches of her own. But big ham hook from Breezeman, kicks the midsection, goes to the wrist lock. Beth throws Breezeman back into the ring, drop elbow down into the ring. Breezeman gets back up. Beth stretching out the arms a wee little bit, and Beth gonna dive in after Breezeman gonna try and just play cat and mouse with her, trying to get her upset so he gets surprise shot. And Beth gonna walk into it, finally get caught. Breezeman throws Beth into the corner, into the ring with authority, but Beth gets right back up to the headlock. Beth's gonna hit the scoop slam, drops the elbow, kick to the midsection, goes to the waist lock. Beth, sleeper slam. Breezeman come back with a punch to the midsection, and STO stomps on it. Another STO. Beth, Breezeman drops avalanche splash, and gonna put her up, tie her up, and to the just good God stretch, the breeze lock. But Beth is able to get out of it, and Beth is gonna counter it. And gonna make that double arm, face buster. Hits the shot of Breezeman, rolls her over, puts her into the moose knuckle. And Beth is gonna tap out. Breezeman's gonna take the victory. After taking that shot of Breezeman, Beth could not get to the ring, the rope fast enough. And Breezeman going back in. So that confirms our championship match at Stairway to Glory. It's going to be Radiance versus Moxie versus Katana versus Junko and Cade. Our cameras are cutting to the ring as Breezeman leaves. I would have liked to try and earn my spot in the championship match. However, I also know that you need to put in the work and pay your dues. But I'll take every opportunity to the fullest when it presents itself. So I'll take that shot in the free pass into that match. So in our second Money in the Bank match, essentially, it's going to have all of the losers and Vanessa who got a free pass and going for that contract in which they can turn in at any time for any belt. So they could go after the women's belt. They also could go in after the heavyweight belt, whichever they feel like they can do. And now I guess 13 wants some more competition, and it's a Dean. And 13 walks right into a Dean. Hits a DDT. 13 kicks the midsection, throws a Dean into those boxes. And 13 comes with that backhand. He's all over a Dean, trying to choke a Dean out. And a Dean gonna try and kick to the midsection, go to the right hands. And 13's gonna come back with a forearm to the face, punch to the face. 13 gonna get thrown into a door. And 13 says, have a door. So Dean takes a door knocker to the face. And Dean's gonna try and come back and fight with right hands. Hits a European uppercut. But 13's going to intercept it, but Dean's going to come back. They're both exchanging left and rights. Forearm to the face. Dean pushes 13 away. 13 stun, kicks the midsection. Hits the whirligig. And 13's going to go, I'm going to have you a wall shot now. And 13's going to have him another door. And 13 gonna just throw him right in back of the door. 13 all over a Dean right now. I'm not sure how many more door knockers the Dean's able to take. But he's gonna hit it. He's gonna plant them. And 13 keeps the streak going. Drops a Dean once again. Now it's time for our main event, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Whiteside versus Billy Hackman, the Bully Hackman. Hackman is questionable at best. I would say he's out of his league by a lot, because he literally only made his debut he made his debut, but he was kind of was broken after he first debuted, so not sure how this fight's going to go, but if Nathan doesn't get past Bully and doesn't get past Hackman, then Nathan's got to do some real critical thinking. Because Nathan Whiteside is the former heavyweight FSCW champion. So it'll be interesting to see how the Red Rocket is able to deal with the Hackman. Nathan style versus the MMA style, so it should be a match, but I think it's going to be one-sided as hell. But we'll see how it goes. Jack the Bully Hackman. We'll see how Jack's able to, if he's able to stay in the ring with the former champion, so. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the evening. And it's a 2 out of 3 falls match. So Jack can open up with a headlock and drop an elbow to the throat. Jack in a body scissors elbow to the face of the former champion. Stomps on Nathan. Hackman picks up Nathan. They both kick for midsection, but Nathan lands. Nathan goes to the headlock. Jack is going to counter to the headlock of his own. Nathan's going to counter that to the headlock of his own. And Nathan's going to hit the pendulum backbreaker. Nathan picks up Jack. Goes back to the headlock. Jack's going to counter to the waist lock. Russian leg sweep. Stomps on him. Jack goes to the wrist lock. And Jack gonna hit the elbow to the throat. Jack in the springboard. He's gonna land the springboard. Jack's got some agility apparently. Body scissors elbow to the face. Stomps on him a bit. Jack goes to the waist locks. Nathan's gonna counter with a snapmare. And Jack's right back to the headlock. Nathan's gonna counter to the waist lock. Jack's gonna counter it back to the headlock. And Jack gonna hit another elbow to the face. Nathan's gonna sweep the legs out and try and create a little separation. Nathan picks up Jack. Nathan dives under the waist lock. Jack's gonna counter to the headlock. Nathan's gonna power his way out of it. Kicks to the midsection. Jack goes to the headlock. Jack hits the drop toe hold. Nathan's gonna get caught. Big clothesline. Nathan getting elbows to the shoulder plexus. Jack all over Nathan right now. Like, Nathan might be underestimating Jack, but I think we all are. But Jack to the wrist lock and elbow right back to the throat. And Jack gonna get out. And Jack gonna tear down the announce table. Nathan's gonna come out and say hello. Comes back with a right hand. Buckman comes back with a right hand. Nathan goes to the waist lock, standing switch. Nathan throws Jack back to the ring. Drops the shot to the throat. Big boot to the head. Jack's back up. Nathan's back in. They're gonna lock up in the corner. Nathan's gonna win it to the headlock. Jack's gonna counter to the waist lock, standing switch to the headlock, elbow to the face. Jack dumps Nathan over the top. Snapmare off the top. Oh, sends Nathan flying with that top rope slingshot. Jack picks up Nathan. Jack gonna throw Nathan into the barricade. They're gonna both hit right hands. Jack's gonna kick to the midsection. Jack gonna throw him into some steps. Jack picks up him, and what the fuck was that? That looked like a knee lift to a neck breaker. Nathan's distracted. Gonna hit a drop toe hold. Jack all over Nathan Whiteside. High angle neck breaker on the outside on Nathan. Jack all over Nathan. Gonna float over, hit the field breaker. Try to get some separation. The ref's up to a 5 count. Nathan doesn't look good at all. Big forearm to the midsection, goes to the waist lock. Jack's gonna counter it to the headlock. Jack hit the face buster. Jack picks up Nathan once again. Nathan's gonna finally come back and dump Jack over the top, and Nathan's gonna bring him in the hard way. Vertical suplex. And Nathan gonna fly over and hit another field breaker. Nathan all over Jack now. Maybe the script has probably been flipped, but Nathan gonna hit the stalling vertical suplex, hits it. Stomps on Jack. And oh, what the? Oh, counter, 1, 2, oh! Jack almost surprised Nathan on that one. Jack comes back with right hands to the face, kick to the midsection, goes to the headlock. Gonna get countered to the waist lock, standing switch. Pull back with Jackson coming with a jawbreaker. Jack picks up Nathan. Jack gonna dump Nathan over the top. Gonna bring him in the hard way, but no, Nathan's gonna come in the hard way. Jump back in. Jack is stunned. Jack gonna get thrown in the corner, goes for that mid kick, but Jack's gonna counter it. Flip it around there. Big boot counter. Big right hand kick to the midsection. They're gonna both lock up in the center now. This is high pace between these two guys. Nathan hits the scoop slam. After that early barrage from Jack, he's starting to reel it. And Nathan gonna put him in into the cattle mutilation. Gonna see if Jack's gonna tap out. Jack's got nowhere to go.
And there's the release. What's going to happen now? I'm scared to ask.
And does Jack tap out? No, Nathan gonna put him in the icon of vice now. And Jack is gonna get out of it. Nathan gonna hit the ref cycle. Hits the ref cycle. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. Nathan gets the first fall of the match. Nathan going to the waist lock. To the counter it. Jack makes Nathan bleed. Okay. And beautiful dragon suplex there. Nathan gonna roll him over. Knee to the face. Nathan all over Jack now, but Jack's trying to come back, but tries that drive-by, but nobody home. Nathan gonna pull back. Go to that single arm Fujiwara armbar. And Nathan all over Jack. The tide has turned. And Jack goes for the reach over, nobody home, hits a clothesline. And Nathan gonna put him right back in the cattle mutilation. You see he's gonna tap out this time. Or he just outright passes out from lack of oxygen. I don't know. Yeah, he's tapping. He's tapping. Well, the ref can't see it. Nathan gonna hit another dragon suplex with the pin. Here's the cover. Whoa, Jack's gonna get out of it. And kind of vice. Jack's got nowhere to go. Nathan has him locked in. And looks like he's tapping again, but the ref cannot see it. Nathan gonna drag Jack over. Here's the cover. 1. Jack's gonna kick out at 1. Jack kick comes back. Oh dear God, that's what it is. That float over neck breaker. 1, 2. Jack gonna steal 1. But all things considered, this match should be over. Because Jack has tapped out twice, but the ref has not seen it. And Jackson hit the rolling neck breaker. Jack dropping the elbows. Jack might steal 1 because of the lack of the ref paying attention. Nathan's gonna power out of it. Nathan's gonna drag Jack to the center. Gonna springboard him off the ropes and hits a twisting arm drag. Nathan setting up for the ref cycle. Hits the ref cycle. That's gonna be it. Here's the cover. 1, 2, good night. Nathan survives after we saw Hackman tap out 3 times, but the ref did not see it. So Nathan's talking to the ref right now. So that's going to be an interesting conversation between the ref and Nathan after that fact, because that match should have been over. Nathan will take the victory, but he got taken for a ride. Jack Hackman's not some guy to take lightly, apparently. But even though the ref screwed up, that's going to be a story for next week. Because you saw it, I saw it, they saw it, he didn't. So that's going to be an interesting thing, but fantastic show as usual. But all good things come to an end. Thank you all for tuning in to Preflight once again here on the FSCW Network. This is Cobble, S. Cobble, saying, have a good night, and we shall see you on the next flight.